Okay, so look at that. We're having another video this soon. I want to make this video really quick just to get my early thoughts out on probably what seems to be the game of the year so far, Expedition 33. This game came out pretty much out of nowhere for a lot of people. I knew about it a little bit ago. I feel like I've heard of it here and there. The second this game started, just from the title screen alone, it's one of those games, a lot like the Oblivion remake, where you load it up and you know it's going to rock. I'm about 4 to 5 hours into the game, and I'm making this video to preference my own, preface. I have not even gotten an itch to stop playing this game, and I'm not even close to finished, and I'm making this video truly because I don't know how long it's going to take me to finish the game. But I have watched other people's reviews on the game, and without spoiling it for myself, at least for the most part. So I don't really know what happens, but I know that the things that I love about the game already, they carry throughout the rest of the game. And I could not be happier about that. Because so far, within the first couple hours of Expedition 33, I know that's not the full title, but that's just what I'm saying, I'm absolutely in love. This is my favorite game that I've played this year. It honestly might be my favorite game since Elden Ring. Now, when Elden Ring came out, a lot of people said it's this once in a generation experience, and it just feels amazing to play. And Expedition 33 shares a lot of that feeling, at least for me at this point. According to reviews kind of across the board, to a lot of people, it feels that way. This game just is special, and it's oozing with its own style and creativity. And it's something that just is so shocking to see, because this is a game day one on Gamepass. I think on Steam and everywhere else, if you purchase it, I think it's like $50, which is insane to think about, because I'm not even gonna bring up Mario Kart, actually. I don't even want to. But just think about the state of the industry right now, and how even over the last couple years, even probably before 2020, the industry, it just feels like prices are increasing while quality or creativity is either stomped out or just not looked at the same way. And somehow Expedition 33 not only pulls up with a very cheap price point, in my opinion, for the quality of the game that you're getting, but it rolls up with that. It rolls up with insane graphics. I mean, one of the main characters of this game is literally played by Charlie Cox. Like, if you don't know, he's Daredevil in Marvel. That could not have been a cheap person to have. But just the cast across the board here, even if you don't really know who Charlie Cox is, you're probably going to recognize somebody. And every single aspect so far is just crafted with passion. All of the enemies are so unique. The art style is gorgeous. The mocapping that was used is incredible. It's insane to me that I didn't even really know this studio before this game, and that's probably just because I'm a fucking loser. But the fact that a lot of people I've probably never heard of this studio, and they come out of nowhere with kind of like this AA game, and it just is kicking the socks off of everybody. So far in the game, I've gotten teary-eyed a few times. It hasn't made me cry yet, but according to some people, it has made them cry. I hope you guys can't hear my fucking dryer. Hold on. But the story of this game is so fascinating because it's unique for sure. I don't really think I've seen elements of it in other places before, but just everything makes sense. It is this grand adventure, but it doesn't feel like it is. It feels like you're this group of people, and you start to meet more people as you go, or more characters start to kind of join with you as the story progresses. And at the point that I'm at right now, I'm so incredibly hooked, and I hope it keeps me for the rest of the game. It doesn't really feel like a problem that would happen in real life, but the writing is so good and the universe is so well laid out that it feels like a very real situation that even I could see myself getting into in terms of trying to stop the whole problem that's going on. I'm trying not to touch details about the story, or even, I think it's the paintress or whatever the villain is in this game. I'm really trying, just because I don't want to spoil anything for this game. This is 100% a game that you need to play. And I know that a lot of people might be turned off by the turn-based kind of combat that it is, but I said this in my ReFantazio review last year. This combat system is so well designed that if you're not someone who likes turn-based and you're someone who likes a lot more action-paced, this turn-based system is a lot more attuned to a system like ReFantazio or Final Fantasy than, or at least the newer Final Fantasies. Anyway, it's a lot more action-based than just turn-based, and the game is just so gorgeous, and the animations are so cool, and the powers are so unique that you are probably going to like it regardless. And again, if it's not your style, I just plead that you somehow give this game a try, especially if you have Game Pass and you're not playing this game. You are genuinely doing yourself a disservice. But I feel bad. Like, I want to pay more for the game because it's just so good, and it's something that has latched onto me. I say this every now and then in different videos where this game kind of takes over my life and I start thinking about it when I'm out with friends or when I'm talking with my girlfriend or when I'm at work. And this is one of those games where it's just infesting my brain. And I'm totally biased, by the way, because Charlie Cox is up there on my favorite actors list, but every single character so far that I've met, that I've kind of interacted with, has not phoned it in. One of my least favorite things is when you have a game that is so well done, so well made across the board. The story is like a 10 out of 10. And then one of the main characters, you could just tell the voice actor was just kind of there for a paycheck. And luckily, so far, Expedition 33 does not have that problem. But like, where the fuck did this game come from? By the way, like, why? This game is, it's one of those games, kind of like Breath of the Wild, where it just comes out of nowhere, drops on our faces, and it's so good that it is in that tier of kind of reshaping the industry, or at least hopefully it is showing the industry that you don't need to not only charge consumers $70, $80, $90, $100 to have an incredible experience, but also that a lot of these smaller studios that don't have fucking decades of experience can drop bangers. Man, this studio is now in my, I don't even know, hold on. Okay, who made Clair Obscur Expedition 33? Sandfall Interactive. Let's see, we're gonna go together and we're gonna see what games that they have made. Is there any Sandfall Interactive games? Okay, I can't fucking find it, but I'm just gonna be honest. I don't think that this studio has a lot of experience under its belt, and that is in no way, shape, or form me dissing them or calling them out or anything like that. That is just to show that these fucking bigger studios, and I don't want to call out names, but I love Naughty Dog, but I'm just going to use them as an example. Studios like Naughty Dog are not the only fucking heavy hitters in the industry, okay? I just really hope that no one tries to buy Sandfall, and I know that somebody is going to. It's probably going to be fucking Xbox, since the game's already day one on Game Pass. I mean, that would be a huge pickup. I'm just saying, for Xbox. I really don't want anybody to purchase this studio, because studios like this tend to be insanely good and then they kind of crumble apart because another bigger studio or bigger publisher buys them, and I just don't want that. But you can play this game, I think, on everything. I'm pretty sure it's on everything except for Nintendo hardware. So really, if you are like me and you're not playing a lot of games right now, I was kind of flipping back and forth between if I should play this or the Obsidian Remaster. I played the Obsidian Remaster for like 8 hours already, and I was like, I really want to try Expedition. I've been no-lifing it. It's just so fucking good. But yeah, let me know what you think if you've gotten a chance to play the game so far, if you're excited to continue your journey with the game like I am, or if you played it and you don't really like it. I would love to know what people aren't the biggest fans of, just in general. I think this game like literally just came out. I think this game literally came out today. So, you know, let me know what you think. I'm in so much shock about just how good this fucking game is. Anyways, this has been Nate, otherwise known as Wicked, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace out.